other challenge has been that, we are a largely North American investment group, and led by myself, an American, and a couple of other Americans on the executive team, which also includes many English people, but perceived to be an American ownership group in England. There has been a challenge with us establishing credibility, establishing relationships, because the perception going in is, or the concern within the fan base was, well, why are you here? Why are you here in England? Why did you choose this club? What are your motives? Is there something you're not telling us? Are you, there are a number of other foreign-owned clubs, some of which are well-run, some of which are considered not to be well-run, that we knew we would get compared to. So one of our challenges was establishing ourselves as credible, competent, quality operators who were committed to growing and strengthening the football club here at Derby. And I think that we've done very well at that. In fact, I think that's been one of our biggest successes, but it's also been one of our biggest challenges over the last 18 months. I think, and the economy has been a challenge. Sports is an industry that I think doesn't generally suffer as much as others in a recession, but it's not recession-proof. So a lot of our revenue areas, sponsorship, corporate hospitality, which is suites and luxury boxes and things like that, are very much discretionary spends for businesses. So a lot of times those types of entertainment and marketing budgets are getting trimmed during a recession, and so to be able to battle for and hold on to those dollars takes a lot of resourcefulness and creativity and hard work. And we've done fairly well at it, but it hasn't been easy.
Okay.
So there's a few things that come to mind.
Yeah. Definitely. One other thing. This is probably one of the last things to bring up. Is are you looking to progress to be to basically develop in the sports industry any more than you already are right now? Are you comfortable with Derby, or are you looking to? I don't even know how it's possible to do better things than a president of a football club in England. But are basically, what are your aspirations in the future?
Yeah, well, I think that fundamentally, I want to continue to enjoy what I'm doing as much as I have for the last 21 years and am today, and I want to be able to do it and work alongside great people who I enjoy spending time with, who we share similar values and ambitions and work ethic and challenge one another, and I have that here. So I want to continue to have that. I think that for me, I would at some point, I think, want to come back to the United States, and I think that the idea of team ownership and being a managing partner or a majority owner of a club is something that I still have an interest in doing. And I think that so to me having ownership, having grown up in the business and seen how fun it is, having ownership of a club, I think makes it that much more interesting, because you're able to
Not right now.
Enjoy and benefit from in an even bigger way, all of the hard work that you inevitably put into growing the club and growing the business.
Okay. So just generally speaking, something you'd be interested in would be definitely owning some sort of sports industry, also staying involved with the executive the executive council, if you will, of the sports team. Also, but you definitely want to get back into the U.S. Dealing with like NBA and also basketball as well.
Well,
Or
I don't know
I'm
that
sorry.
I specifically say any. I don't know that I say a specific sport. I think that I definitely have an affinity for Major League Baseball. So I think at some point I'd be interested in getting in working in baseball again, working with a Major League Baseball team, and being in a a president and CEO position with that team, and also having some ownership of and some stock in that team.
Yeah. I know it's real early. Like, definitely going into this. Is there any way in which you feel like you can get there? Any steps you can take, that will lead you in the right direction? Like coming back into the United States, or basically doing any of these goals and aspirations that you were discussing.
Mike, say that again. I'm sorry.
Is there anything you feel that you could do right now, that will put you in a better position to complete these goals and aspirations that you have for the future?
Well, I think in my experience, doing a good job where you are is the most important thing you can do, because I think when you when you do good work, good work gets noticed, good work gets rewarded, and I think that when you work hard and you do things right, opportunities have a way of presenting themselves. I think beyond that is continuing to build relationships, meeting people who are people who could be contacts, could be partners, perhaps would be in a position to help you achieve that goal, are also important. So I think it's just continuing to meet new people in the business, who perhaps would be in a position to work with you, invest, hire, etc. Is another thing that you can do, and that I'm always conscious of trying to keep the relationships that I have, as well as to meet new people throughout the business and throughout the industry. And there's a ton of great people who work in this industry.
Yeah. That. Oh, are you hearing like a little bit of a buzzing or like a repeat?
Yeah, a bit, just a bit.
Yeah, I hear that a little bit too. Again, that actually answered my next question that I was going to go into. Is there any advice? Again, I'm interested in aeronautical and architectural engineering, so I'm not necessarily completely driven into the sports industry. However, I was going to ask if there was any advice you could give me that would put me, I guess, in the best position to deal with this, and that you definitely answered that with networking and basically doing a good job where you are, because hard work does get noticed. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, that definitely answered just about everything that I have, for you. I thank you very much for your time. Uh, I don't know. Is there anything else that you'd like to bring up that I might have forgotten that was on your mind at all?
no, I think it's great, and it's absolutely my pleasure, and I hope you get a good grade.
All right. Thank you very much. Tell Chuck, thank you. And even though it was a pain getting in contact with you, I definitely enjoyed it and I had a blast. Thank you very much.
Hey, Mike, Chuck's just come back in, so I'll let him say goodbye.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
What's up, Mike?
Hi.
Are you leaving?
Yeah, I got to crank out the paper in 2 days.
Go for it.
All right. Again, thanks. I'm sure you heard.
Yep.
It was a good time. I think it's fascinating that I'm able to talk to people in different countries.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty sick. My sister says hi.
Who is that?
It's Chuck. He's a kid from school.
Hi.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I need to turn off my
What is
webcam
this?
first.
Your webcam's